Hello. I'm back on the floor again. I thought I'm just going to keep going because I actually got so much done earlier when we were doing this together. I decided not podtask, not body doubling, poddy doubling. Why did I when I said that? That was an accident. Poddy doubling. There we go. Yeah. Did I say full transparency? It's the same day already. It is the exact same day. I've just gone outside. You can tell it's the same day because I'm wearing the same socks as I was before. Some stripy Jack Wills. Please tell me there's no holes in the bottom. I would have had to start the whole video again. No one wants to see. I think there's something. I actually would rather have my bare foot out than a sock with a hole in it. That was a lie. I definitely wouldn't. That's a complete lie. But yeah, we're back. This pile is just 2 drawers as well, but I actually think it looks bigger than the last one. I don't know. I'm just like not entirely sure how I fit so much stuff in there, but it's good that I've kind of already knocked out quite a few things. If you don't remember what we were doing in the last poddy double video, I'm moving out. So I'm culling some of my clothes. There's currently a sentimental pile, which is, I'm keeping it, but it doesn't necessarily need to stay on my person and come with me to the new place. And then there's a definitely no pile. There's a maybe pile, which I'll tackle at some point in future. And then, oh wait, oh no, something bad has happened to the maybe pile. The maybe pile and the definitely yes pile have merged. Oh, and whose fault is that? Only one person to blame. Did I just do that? Maybe I just accidentally did that while I was going through them. Oh, I don't even know where this sits. That's definitely a maybe. And then these are all definitely keeps. Yes, I think so. This, I'm not sure. Anyway, I went out, did some stuff, came back, still daytime, so I could keep filming. There's the great thing about, and I'm one of the biggest fans of, what's it called? When the clocks spring forward. I hate the fact that we do daylight savings. Unfortunately for the children, I actually just don't really think it's fair. Like, why can't we just... Maybe they could just start a little... That doesn't work for the world of work. It just annoys me that we lose an hour of sunlight. It's like, why can't we just figure out a way to not lose the sunlight? It's the winter. Like, that's the last time we want to have less sun, in the afternoon. No one really cares about morning sun. Most of us miss it anyway. So I just think it's like a bad system, really. Ooh, sentimental pile? I think so. Because a child will in future want that, I think. But I flipping love when they spring forward, and I kind of want to make it like a holiday. My friends and I were talking about this the other day, and I was like, I'd quite like to start celebrating that. Because it's one of my favourite days of the year. Like, we've just unlocked a whole nother hour. It's the beginning, like summer's about to get started. We should celebrate it. Like, it's like we should do like a barbecue or something. Maybe not barbecue. I think it might be a bit too early, but they sprung forward 2 weeks ago, and we probably could have done a barbecue. Even if not a barbecue, like, let's just go out. I want an occasion for everything. That has to go. And then someone said we should really start celebrating, not when they spring forward, even though that's the better one. We should start kind of commiserating when they spring back, because it means that you get another hour when you're out, and it just like suddenly you're just like, oh my gosh, it's supposed to be 1 a.m, but we're back at midnight again. We've basically got a whole nother hour ahead of us. So someone was like, we should really start celebrating that one. And I think if we're gonna have to send the clocks back, let's at least make the most of it and make sure that we're celebrating that every single year, without fail. And the friend that actually had that idea did say that, unfortunately, she already does that because one of her friends' birthdays lands on that day. So, lucky you, I guess. The rest of us don't have that luxury. Do I like that? I'm going to have to try that on. Yeah, I was also thinking about more stuff, just surrounding the fact that I'm finally escaping. Oh, wait, I've put that in the wrong pile. There's so much to discuss. I wrote some of it down again. But like the fact that I'm moving again, and I get to not again. The fact that I'm moving, I want to talk about it more, and I get to design another bedroom, even though I haven't actually finished this one. Because look, I did put those things on the wall. I actually have half a vlog that I never uploaded. So I'm going to have to just edit that and call it quits because it's not getting done. I'm moving. So I should probably just like finish that content and it can just kind of end on a cliffhanger. This is the cliffhanger, and I'm about to take all this stuff out of this room because I'm no longer having it. But I'm ecstatic that I get to like do a whole new room. It also begs the question, what furniture is there? Because it's one of those, you're like probably thinking like, why did you sign on a property when you have no idea what what furniture is staying? It's quite a grey area, and we're trying to move quickly because every time we've moved too slow recently, we've just like missed really good properties. So we're like, let's just do it, sign on it. God knows what's actually there. I hate the bed frame in one of the bedrooms, mostly because it's just too big. I actually haven't seen it, but my friend said it's... What the hell? My friend said it's too big. I don't remember that. Maybe. And I hate when I want... This bed is a 4-foot bed. Because I just think a full double is just too much space. Like, we don't need that. You can fit... Not that it's happening, but you could fit 2 people in that bed if you needed to. I don't want... Like, I don't need a full double, and it's just wasting room space. So I really don't like that bed frame. I kind of hope it's... I know it's staying. The other things that I know are staying are like this kind of okay sofa. Then there's no kitchen table. That's okay, because the kitchen table that was there, apologies to the people that live there, ugly. And I can't remember what else. I think wardrobe and things. I hope... I want to take my desk. Because my desk is nice, although it's a little short. So if I move in and there's a desk there that's a little bit taller, maybe I won't be annoyed. But my desk is really nice. I had to measure to check that this rug, because I really want to take this rug, but I actually don't know if my parents will allow that because it's technically theirs. But like, it's kind of become mine because they were going to send it packing, and then I cleaned it and like did all the stuff so that I could have it. Again, grey area. Not really sure if I'm going to get to take this, but fingers crossed. I do have another rug, but I don't really want it in my room. It's more for like the living room. Or I guess I could put it in here when I leave. There's so much stuff. I'm going to take that tiny little bedside table, but I know that I'm going to have enough space for a proper bedside table now. So that, well, maybe I will leave that here. It cost me a fortune. It's really nice. But I guess I have this big one that I could take with me. I think I could take it with me. I don't know. Again, grey area. So that I need to figure out what's coming with me and what's not. I think I'll probably have to like do... What I like is a good gum tree. I might do a bit of a gum tree mission because you find loads of stuff. For free, by the way, might I add. I got a free sofa in... Actually, that sofa was disgusting. But during uni, I did find plenty of free sofas. I just took the worst one because I was like rushing. But you can find loads of nice free stuff on Gumtree if you actually just like stick about for a little bit. And it's kind of like... It's kind of a really good idea. Like, I'm not going to lie. If I had to do a completely unfurnished property, I think I'd have a lot of fun with it. I kind of wish I was doing that because I think I would find a nicer bed frame than the ugly bed frame that's there. To what extent will a landlord let me say, hey, this bed frame's ugly, I found a free one, I'll leave it here. This one's better, I'll leave it in this property. Like, you know what I mean? They might just accept that. Again, I might be a bit too optimistic about the way that landlords operate. This is really sweet. I bought this. I actually bought this at my big age of this one, 25. Just like this really sweet Bowden camping top. But I don't really know why I bought it. I just thought it was really cute. But it doesn't actually... It's too small. I just really wanted that design. Because I just thought it was adorable. But like, I'm not going to be able... Like, I'm never going to be able to wear it. It's not like a big enough to be a sleeping top. And I'm not going to wear that out. Imagine if I wore that out to the club. Pots, pans, sleeping bag, whole collection. I think it has to go. If I've never worn it, it has to go. Let's be realistic. Never worn that. Never worn that. It's literally got a tag on it, this one. Oh, it wasn't cheap. Sorry to whoever bought me this. Oh, actually, it was definitely my parents. Sorry, guys. One thing that is like kind of a negative about the fact that I'm moving is it feels like all of my friends have just all up and decided that it's time to move away. Like one of my friends a couple months ago moved to New York. I thought she was, for some reason, I thought she was literally only going for a year. And I kept making comments about the fact that I thought she was only going for a year. I feel like I've spoken about this already on the internet. She kept making comments about the fact that she was, I kept making comments, and suddenly everyone was like, one day everyone was like, why do you keep saying that? And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, she's going for 3 years. And that's like, that's the minimum. And like, she's probably going to fall in love with New York and then stay there forever. What? Like, people need to keep me informed. I feel like there's a reason people don't tell me. Another of my friends just told me last weekend that she's moving to New York. And she was like, I was like, why haven't you told me if you've known for this long? She's like, I just haven't seen you. I've seen her like 3 times. I've seen her 3 times since she found out. She just couldn't say it. And I was actually livid in the moment, but I'm really excited for her. She said it was 50-50, but I know she's lying. It's definitely like 90-10. And like, she'll kind of make it happen if it decides to swing in the 10%, she'll make it happen. So I think she's just gone. But like, I'm still going to have loads of fun just being around the area where the friends that are still here. Because it's just closer and I'll be able to see them more often. Oh, but also the people that I'm thinking about right now as I say that, a good proportion of them are also leaving. 2 people moving to Australia together, and then another person moving to Australia on her own, and then actually another person moving to Australia, but she's not in that area. 4 people going to Australia, 1 person potentially going to New York, 1 person already in New York. That's a lot of friends to lose. The people that I'm talking about, though, are actually only going for a shorter amount of time, I believe. So we'll get them back eventually. Some of them. I fear 2 of them, the 2 girls that are going solo, they won't come back. Terrifying stuff. I'm going to cut the sleeves off this and see how I feel about it. Not all the way. I just think that colour doesn't... Maybe it does. I don't know. It's thin. I have a thing against thin stuff because it wrinkles so easily. It's like, yeah. It's tough. Oh, this is the t-shirt I bought the other day in the charity shop. It's actually quite cool. I just feel like, as I say, I thought it said Med USA Power. It's Versace. It says Medusa Power. There's no USA. That's the USA part. The Fusa. I watched Madagascar recently. Can you tell? That's a definite keep. I think it's got like the bits are like raised. God, I'm falling over. They're raised texture. And I feel like I always want to wear something cool to like festivals, but there's never anything. It's always cool. Normally for me means layers because my t-shirts are all very simple. I don't like wearing over the top t-shirts, but that one I thought I could get behind with a cool pair of like jorts or something. I don't know what we'll be wearing this summer. Jorts, surely again. I feel like they're just here for a bit. I've got enough like pleated. I've gone off my pleated like long baggy short. I say baggy shorts. It's not baggy. It's just big. They're like balloony. I've kind of gone off them, but I'm sure I'll find a time and a place to wear them. It's just like, yeah. What is this? Long sleeve t-shirts are difficult because I don't wear them anymore because I am so sweaty and hot. So if I'm gonna wear a long sleeve t-shirt, it's only in the winter. I wonder if I bring like a flat pack for winter clothes and then I swap them. That might be a good space saving like method of living my life moving forward. I don't know. Yeah, potentially. Because that I kind of do like. Oh, I struggle with so many of my clothes. I wish they were all just no iron. Like, why can't we design everything to be no iron, no needing ironing? I don't understand how that works, though. But, like, I definitely have a couple t-shirts that don't need ironing ever. So, like, why can't everyone be like that, huh? Huh? What about that? Ever think of that? Probably costs more. Oh, my neck. I've been thinking a lot about my, like, content ideas and stuff, like what I normally film. Because I've been quite, as I said in the last video, I've been having quite like an admin heavy start to 2026 has been admin heavy. So I've been like quite off my game. And I posted a story about like the hat videos the other day because they were actually genius, if I do say so myself. That's some of the best stuff I've ever come up with. And I just don't do them anymore. And I definitely should bring back more like characters and skits because that's fun to do. Although it does just kind of, you just need ideas, and I never stop to like think of ideas. I just wait for embarrassing things to happen to me and then I like talk about them. You know what I mean? Is that lazy? Probably. I'm literally doing a chore on camera right now. If there's a lazy content creator, it is me. I hate saying content creator. Sorry, I don't know why. It's just such like a... I would much rather say TikToker. Content creator sounds like I'm trying to be something other than like a TikToker. You know what I mean? So it's like, just say it. Given that I feel like it's more embarrassing to try and make it sound like something it's not. I'm gonna have to keep that because it was a recent purchase and it actually cost an arm and a leg. So just like morally, I should keep it. There's a lot of things in here that feel like moral keeps. But anyway, yeah, I've been thinking a lot about my content. Because like I want to bring them back. I want to bring the skits back. But sometimes I do spend just so long editing. Not the skits. The skits is fun to edit because I actually find myself hilarious during those. But like other videos, I was thinking about getting an editor. Is that crazy? Like for vlogs and things. Like, I don't know. Maybe that would work. But you'd have to pick someone like quite specifically. And maybe they would just be better for like get ready with me's, like those kinds of things. Although I think I need to revamp my get ready with me's because like what is it about a get ready with me that is me? If you watch those videos, like it's quite different from. I feel like I act quite differently. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I am wrong. I feel like I act kind of like as if I'm trying to be content creator. That's exactly it. I'm trying to act like a content creator. And I think it just doesn't suit me. So I'm like, I hate when that happens. Please tell me I filled up a water bottle. Please tell me I filled up a water bottle. I've got a dry mouth already. Oh. Yes, get in. Never mind, I didn't. One sec. Can you still see me? I've got a sink in my room. Such a weird thing to have, but I do. Yeah, I was thinking about getting an editor for those kinds of videos, but then again, like, I think they just need a revamp, and then I'll start enjoying editing them. I also need to get better at just like actually respecting a time limit, because I'll just film 20 minutes of content because I just like, let's keep going, and then I have to edit it down to a 3-minute video, and I wonder why I'm like spending so much of my life editing. Like, just get dressed, just keep doing it. And like, don't stop to like talk about everything, because you'll talk about enough things without trying to talk about it. Whoa. Yeah, I think that made sense. So yeah, I feel like I will probably start doing something a bit different with the get ready with me's. Maybe. I've started filming more story times. I'm holding on to those. I want to post them all like together because they actually are. I've just like started doing them again, and I found it fun. Although the other day, I can't even think about it. It was so embarrassing. I was doing story time, and there's like a bit in the story time where I have to. Let me just act it out. It's like a bit where I have to like I have to bend over. Like, obviously, bear in mind I'm walking around like my local area while I'm doing this. Like, that's just always how I've done my story times. I'm walking around, I'm talking. This one bit where I have to like hold my phone here and like do something kind of weird, but I'm literally bending over. I managed to stop just as like there was like plants and stuff. I was walking alongside these houses, and I stopped to do this bit, and my hand was blocking my vision because it was holding my phone. It was blocking my vision of a whole entire person just on the other side of a fence. It was like not like a fence. It was like just like a, slats. He was just sitting. I don't really know why he was just sitting in a chair, like looking onto the street like that. It was actually really weird. But I managed to block my vision of him and do this whole like, it was like 10 seconds of me doing this whole bit. And as I moved, I came up and we made eye contact, and he was just like, he obviously thought I was, I don't know what he thought. He was just looking at me like this. Because bear in mind, I'm right next to him. I'm like this close, and I'm going, doing something really weird. It was so tough. I actually was obviously filming in the moment, but I don't think I can post it because it wasn't like a funny, ooh, haha, sorry. It was, I had to go home. It was so embarrassing. Also, like, what? Like, do you know what? Actually, I'm a little bit annoyed at him. Why was he there? Freak. What are you doing sat on the other side of that fence? That's weird. Are you just watching the people walk by? Trying to catch someone out, huh? He got one. I just, gave me the heebie-jeebies. It really took a lot for me to get back out and film that scene again. It was just tough. I just don't understand why he was there. I also don't really understand how I managed to miss him. But like I went down, I was like mid-performance. I went down, blocked like the only thing my hand was blocking, his head. And I like the peripheral vision, I don't know, I just kind of, my peripheral thought that was another, like a denim bush, I guess, because I could see his legs. I guess I thought it was a denim bush, and I guess that one is on me. But like, what are the odds that I go down right there? And I managed to not see him the whole time I was like walking up to him. But of course, the only place I decided to stop is exactly face to face. We were face to face as soon as I moved that phone. And his face was, oh, never mind. Ooh. So yeah, story times are coming back. I wonder what the local area is going to be like where I move to. There's going to be a lot of people out and about, I bet, because it's closer to the city. There's going to be more people on my walks. I'm just going to have to get used to that. That's not something I'm prepared for. Of course, after just talking about how everyone's moving away. This is we did I don't know if anyone remembers, we did an I Heart NY t-shirt party, leaving like drinks. We like booked out this massive space in a pub and everyone had to wear an I Heart NY t-shirt. It was actually such a lit theme because we were all wearing just like different versions of the same t-shirt. It was so good. Oh, and she was so surprised. It was a surprise. It was a surprise do. It was so good. Oh, and we had like American flags up. Yeah, that was the day I found out that she was not going for a year. She was in fact going for so many more. Sentimental pile. But she's coming back for the May Bank holiday. Get in. Oh, it's when you lose like an asset, like someone that you actually see all the time. That's when it's tough. I say that's the only thing I've ever lost. Whoa, that was deep. But I have nothing to compare it to. Like, I think that's the only friend of mine that's moved away. No, I've lost another asset. But he's on his way back. Wow. It's all kind of, I guess everything kind of works out. I don't think I've ever worn this, but I like the idea of it, looking at it now. I'll put it in the maybe pile because I should try it on. And like maybe it's Banana Republic. For whatever reason, that kind of sits well with me. That might be a weird thing to say, but... So yeah, where was I? I was talking about content ideas. I'm bringing back... Tough, don't know about that one. I'm bringing back my story times. Maybe I'll start doing my hat videos again. Although doing the hat videos in the presence of my two new housemates is going to be tough. Having said that, I never used to do them. I never did them when my family were home, thank God, because that would have been really embarrassing. Can't film that with anyone anywhere nearby. So maybe I can start doing them again. Just a new place. We'll be in a new room. Potentially a really ugly room, but hopefully it won't be. I haven't seen it. I haven't visited the place. But yeah, bringing those back. I also, obviously, I'm trying to do more like long form content. This is fun for me. Like, I don't know if you guys are having fun, but I'm having a lot of fun. I'm getting loads of stuff done. I'm just chatting. I know that I promised, I did like a poll recently about like starting a new like podcast where I talk about, it was either like an advice podcast or like a reacting to your stories, kind of embarrassing stories kind of podcast. And I feel like that's the kind of thing that is a bit more. The dream is to have one that is with a co-host, but I don't have a co-host. I would just feel like it would be a lot more fun to like talk to someone while doing those kinds of things. But my best friend won't do one with me, even though she would be absolutely unreal. And maybe it would make more sense to meet someone in the industry and pair up. My new management, they do want me to sentimental bile. They do want me to start meeting people, which I can definitely get behind. Although it's like, oh yeesh, like going to events to like get out there and like actually meet some people in the industry. I keep saying the industry. I guess it is the industry. It just sounds like I'm talking about something. It sounds like I'm not just talking about the making silly videos on the internet. Hey, other people actually do take it. Other people do it well. I am just a bad one. I'm just bad at it. I'm just lazy. Anyway, why am I going down like a sad route? Sad route. No. That can go in a maybe pile to maybe give to a sibling. I think. I don't think I've been cutthroat. I've just looked at my maybe pile and I've put mostly everything in the maybe pile this time round. First time round I was way more cutthroat. This definitely going in the maybe in the go pile. Get out. What was I talking about? Yeah, I really want to do I do want to get a podcast, a proper pod going, but I need someone to do it with, because like you won't find it fun if I'm just like sat there like bouncing off myself. I'm pretty good at that though. I do bounce off myself quite a lot. But I feel like there should be definitely another person there talking about what we're talking about, multiple perspectives. But then do you guys even want that? Like, yeah, I'm not even going to ask. I've asked that so many times, and like the fact that I'm expecting feedback as if anyone's going to go, yes, I really like, you guys don't have to do that, and I don't think anyone will. So ignore me. Okay, that's going to go. That was, yes. That's probably a keep. I also, like, who would I want to co-host with? That's another thing that I think about. Like, obviously I would love to do it with one of, like, my best friend, or like, yeah, there's plenty of my friends that I would love to do it with. But I actually just don't think it's realistic. It sounds like a fun idea, but we would just never start doing it together. And so I feel like I would just need to like start talking to people, making friends in the industry. I don't know who I'd be good with. What? I was going to say, tag your recommendations, but please don't. That would be really embarrassing if they watch this and it's just me begging for a co-host. I'll figure it out. Leave that one to me. I'll figure that one out myself. Am I ever going to wear that? No, I don't think so. I've got loads of vlogs that I need to post. And I talk about these every time I like sit down and do one of these long formy things. I've got so many vlogs that I need to finish editing and post. I don't even remember. I think I've spoken to you about my ski one, but I haven't even started editing that. And my ski trip was in February. There are just so many things. They just have piled up, and they're relentlessly piling up. I haven't filmed one in ages. I'll probably make one for moving out. And hopefully I'll edit that a bit like on the fly, rather than leaving it all to the end. And trying to do it all at once, because approaching that kind of a task, not fun. ADHD does not enjoy that. Maybe I should start a pile that's for the bin, because I've just realised that no one's going to want to buy a short sleeve shirt that 3/4 length sleeve shirt. I had a phase of 3/4 length shirts. I thought they were going to be like the next big thing. Because I liked how they like sat on some people, but it only works with t-shirts. I don't know why I thought I could do it for shirts. If you want a 3/4 length shirt, just roll your sleeves up twice, and it actually looks quite cool, because there's like a cuff going on. This New pile, bin pile. Or just like straight to the charity shop, not on Vinted. Yeah, the rest I think I'll put on Vinted, but things that are complicated because I've messed them up by like sewing, straight in the bin. Unless anyone wants that, straight in the charity shop, unless anyone wants that. The charity shop are definitely going to put that in the bin. Does anyone need fabric? Anyone just need a piece of fabric? What could I do with a piece? No. 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 No, no. Idiot. I like this. I think it's too small for me. So it's had its heyday. It might be time to go. Yeah, I never wear it because it's too small for me. Put it away. Put it away. Oh my gosh. I have been looking for this. I used to wear this t-shirt all the time. Like, and I mean, when I say used to, I actually just like, it was only like a year ago. I thought it went missing. It's just got like an old TV, VHS. Oh, it felt scary to say because I feel like that's wrong. Yeah. I stopped wearing white clothes, but like that can definitely come back. Bring that one back out of retirement. This is interesting. It's wrinkly. It's just really wrinkly. It's like a Kangol shirt. I'm so unsure about all these shirts. I think, hear me out, I think patterns don't, I think they just look confusing next to my skin. I think I just prefer a solid block colour because I find it difficult to, I feel like I don't know, it's optical illusion vibes. I said that about, there was a black and white stripy shirt that I said that about in the last video. I don't like seeing it next to me, so I find it quite difficult to accept that, like, that's my outfit. If I'm going out of the house wearing it, I'm like, oh, where am I? It's kind of like, So maybe not so sure about that one. This I've never worn ever. Bought it from the charity shop, shiny new thing. And then the novelty died before I actually made it up the street. It's just like too soft. It's like from Zara. It's like a soft polo. It's not the vibe at all. Away. The other thing I have on my list that I wanted to talk to you guys about is this venue I went to the other day. Me and my friends were going to some like not jazz. What's it called? Disco. Ooh, something to say about disco in a second. Went to this disco event at a venue called Magazine in Canary Wharf. That's like where the high-rise buildings are in London. That's where like all the bankers work. It's like such a mad venue. It was really disconcerting. You walk in, it felt like a venue that you would go to, like one of those big warehousey kind of venues that you'd go to at uni, like where there was a queue, where there's like loads of rows of queues. It feels like you're entering a festival. There's like security, dogs, everything, like a medical tent vibe. Like it's just a club, and yet there's all this like setup around it. And I always thought those were a bit like hoo-ha. That Motion in Bristol does have a soft spot in my heart because that was like my uni city, and I'm gonna miss that place. I think it closed down recently, but that one was a good one because it didn't feel like it was trying to be anything it wasn't. It just was a very cool club. But this place, huge glass wall when you walk in, skyline, you could see a skyline of like Canary Wharf, which should have been gorgeous, but I was like, I don't want to see that right now. I'm at a club, and I'm just like looking at a city. I feel like it's supposed to be like an event space. I think it's supposed to be for like other kinds of events. I don't think it's supposed to be for like clubbing, but yeah, it kind of was like and then like, but then there was also a separate room where the music was all happening. It was a lot of people and a really high ceiling. That's one thing I really don't like. Bright as well. You could see everyone. Also, one of those places where they put the stickers on your camera as if you're not just gonna peel the sticker off and film. Obviously, we all want to be in. We all want to take videos of our friends doing funny things. Like, what do you think? That little sticker you put on the back of my phone is gonna stop me? think again. And I think those kind of places are a little bit up themselves. I did see one. Is it Lost nightclub that people are going to in London, where they put it in a bag or something? I don't think they take the bag away from you. I think you have to hold your phone in the bag. I can't remember. Something like that. I haven't been. People have been banging on about it, but I'm in two minds about it. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to say is disco music. I realised the reason. I've always had kind of a little bit of an aversion. Hey, Joe and the Juice, brother. Throwback, sentimental pile. Is that sentimental? It's just a job. It's just a job I used to have. I could probably make something out of that eventually. I think it's kind of fun. Maybe I could sneak into a Joe and the Juice. Pretend I work there. Fun. Do some unpaid labour. Anyway, I used to have a bit of an aversion to... This isn't mine. Ooh, sorry, Austin. Sorry, Austin. You can have that back. Definitely keeping that one for Austin. To disco music, aversion to disco music, and I think I realised it's because of the pitch. All of the vocals are pitched up, and I think that... I just find it like... It's to me, it's like... the music version of scratching a chalkboard. Don't do the action with it, because that's tough, but it is the music version of scratching a chalkboard to me. It just feels unsettling. I don't like the sound of it at all. Billionaire Boys Club t-shirt. I think it's going to go. I don't wear that. I found this on the floor in motion. Whoa. Full circle. I found this on the floor in motion. Which is such a gross thing to be telling you, but I found it on the floor and I was like, oh, that's like, I could make a bit of money off of that. So I kept it, which is weird. It was obviously someone had taken off their top and I hung on to it. It's just so weird. Do you know what? I actually think my friend was working and I put it behind the bar with her, and then I just picked it up at the end of the night. I don't think I held on to it all night. I think that's the story. That's the story I'm running with, at least. But I'm going to sell that. It's time to go. This, definitely keep. I wear this all the time. I can't believe that. I've completely forgot. I'm sure there was another thing. There was one top that I got that was an expensive brand that I found in a washing machine, and then there was one top that I got that was an expensive brand that I found on the floor of Motion. The big factory nightclub, big warehousey nightclub. I can't remember what the other one was. I wonder if I still have it, but I don't know what it was. Maybe I sold it. But yeah, the pitch of I'm really chopping and changing. If you're following, well done. The pitch of disco music just really, really gets me. And I was really not excited about the event, but I will say they did add a bit more bass because it was like a proper. It was like an event, so I don't think the pitch was as upsetting. But normally I wouldn't put disco music on in my ears to just listen to on my own. That's gotta go. I wear that to work. Whoa! Look how big that's the keep pile. Never mind. I was about to celebrate how big the getting rid of pile is. Oh wait! This is the getting rid of pile. Unreal. Unreal. I'm getting rid of so much stuff. Tiny little skimpy red top. Yeah. Alright, I'll keep it. Yeah, keep that as well. Definitely keep this. I wear this often. I'll keep this because as I still put it on from time to time and consider wearing it. Hugo Boss tee. I think keep. Overall, I do just think I'm kind of not... I prefer to just be at a pub these days and always outside. I don't really like clubbing in general, so I probably... Oh, it was also the windiest day of the year. It was literally the windiest day of the year. So even with one of those like big, nice outdoor smoking areas, no one was outside because it felt like you were in a wind tunnel the whole time. Like my full hairline out the whole night. Every time I went outside, my hairline was on, like my shiny ass forehead was on full display. I just couldn't be outside. It was danger, danger, danger. One thing that was really sweet about it though was that it was obviously Easter Sunday, the day after the event. I say obviously, you have no idea. It was Easter Sunday after, and it was no egg, no entry. And I didn't know what that meant, and I actually didn't read my ticket, so I had no idea that I had to bring an Easter egg. Luckily, there were shops en route, so I bought an Easter egg. But it was all going to charity. Now, if there's one positive thing about like a really crazy, massive club, it's that you could probably inspire some people to do a bit of charity work because they're in a good mood. And yeah, loads of chocolate eggs. Although, actually, I arrived in the place where you put the chocolate egg down. There weren't that many. We turned up a group of there was 20 of us. It was someone's birthday. Everyone had an egg. But the table, not that covered in eggs. So I would if you went to that event and you didn't bring an egg, shame on you. Because that was for charity. They weren't just going to eat all the eggs. Imagine if they ate all the eggs. You should not have done that. That's bad vibes. I almost did that. But no one said, everyone was like, did you not read your ticket? And I was like, well, what do you mean, did I read my ticket? Do you buy a ticket and then you open the QR code just to check it's there? And then beyond that, I actually do sometimes do that, but why would I? Just for the shits and the gigs sometimes. But beyond that, I'm seeing the QR code. That's all I need to see. I'm not going to read the fine print that says no egg, no entry. What do you... Of course I didn't read my ticket. Why did no one say that on the group chat where we were all discussing the event that we're going to tonight? How did all of you turn up with a chocolate egg and I somehow am the only one that missed it? What do you mean? Seriously, what? That's a definite go.